Hello everyone and welcome back to the breakdown. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to start a Farming Valley server so you can play this awesome mod pack with your friends. Farming Valley is actually a really cool mod pack for Minecraft. It basically takes Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon and turns that into Minecraft, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Not something that you really see too often, and something that I think pairs well with Minecraft, considering Stardew Valley, in my opinion, is based on Minecraft in many ways. So today we're going to be setting up a server for it so you can play it with your friends, and you're having people play on that server, which is even more resource intensive. So you're going to need at least 16 gigabytes of RAM with a pretty good processor, a newer, more modern processor, to be able to run this server. Even on my computer with an Intel Core i7 4770K, you're going to have some issues. I'm going to have some lag on this server. So if you want to play Farming Valley with more than just you and your friends, or if you don't have a good enough computer to run Farming Valley on your own computer using a local server like this, then you can go to Apex Minecraft Hosting at the first link down below, thebreakdown.xyz/Apex. There you'll be able to set up a Farming Valley server in just one click. Yes, it is very, very easy, just one click to set up a Farming Valley server over there, and you can do it in under 5 minutes. It also can be given out to anybody and everybody in the world, not just your friends and family and people you trust. Additionally, it doesn't use any of your own computer's resources, so as long as you can play Farming Valley single player, you can play it on a Apex Minecraft hosting server. We actually love Apex so much that we host our own server on them, play.breakdowncraft.com. So if you're looking for an incredible Farming Valley server that you can set up in a few minutes without port forwarding and without using your own computer's resources, guess what? Apex Minecraft Hosting is the place to do it. You can check them out at the first link down below, thebreakdown.xyz/Apex. Alright, so assuming you are okay with hosting this on your own computer and making it only for your friends and family, we can go ahead and continue. So the first thing you want to do is go to the second link down below, and that will take you here. Once you're here, you want to come over here to the right-hand sidebar where you'll see Farming Valley Server. See that? Farming Valley Server? Go ahead and click on that gray download button next to the Farming Valley Server there. It will then go ahead and download in the bottom left the Farming Valley Server.zip. Now, if you're on Mozilla Firefox, it's popped up in the center of the screen. You'll probably have to save the file. On Google Chrome, you may have to keep the file, and it's safe to do so as long as it says Farming Valley. You'll keep it down here in the bottom left. Now, we're not done downloading just yet. We also need to download the Twitch launcher, specifically the Twitch app, because Farming Valley is ran through the Twitch app, and that's how you'll need to access Minecraft and access Farming Valley to play it on the server. You have to have Farming Valley mods installed locally, and the Twitch app will allow us to do that. So once you're here, you want to click on the Twitch app for Windows here. Just click on the download for Windows, and it'll go ahead and download in the bottom left. At this point, we can go ahead and minimize our browser here, and on our desktop, we have the Farming Valley server we downloaded, as well as the Twitch setup. If these are on your desktop, no worries, click on the little Windows icons in the top left for me, but it's in the bottom left of your screen, and a little Windows icon in the bottom left, and then type in Downloads. You'll see this Downloads file folder in Windows. Click on that and drag Farming Valley and the Twitch setup from here to your desktop for ease of use. Once these are on your desktop, we can go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to go ahead and start off with the Twitch app just because it's going to be the quickest part of this tutorial. So first and foremost, go ahead and double click on the Twitch setup here, and we'll again go ahead and open up the Twitch launcher where you want to click on install. It'll then go through and install the Twitch launcher, open up, and you will need a Twitch account in order to basically install Farming Valley at all. Additionally, your friends and family and anybody else who plays on your server will have to install the Twitch app. There's a link at the eye at the top of your screen that will show them how to install this without the server stuff. But nevertheless, once you've got this up, we want to click on mods over here. See that mods tab? Then you want to click on Minecraft. It may be blacked out or grayed out like these are. If it is, just click on it. Then once you click on Minecraft, there'll be an install button in the bottom center of the screen. Click on that install button, and then you'll land on this page. Once you're here, you want to click on Browse Mod Packs, and then over here on the search bar, see this? You want to type in Farming and then Valley, and there it is, Farming Valley. To install it, click the purple install button here, and then it will go ahead and install. While that is installing, we'll just drag it up here to the top right. We can go ahead and install and work on the server. So to do that, go ahead and right click on the zip file you downloaded, and then click Extract All. And then go ahead and click Extract here, and it will go through and extract the server. It's going to take a while because it's a lot of files you just downloaded, but once it is done, we'll be able to go ahead and get this file, right? It'll open up this, which is the Farming Valley server. Go ahead and drag this to your desktop. I'm actually going to rename this file. It doesn't matter what you name it. I'm just going to name it Farming Valley Server, right like so, and then drag it to your desktop. Once it's on your desktop, you can delete this Farming Valley Server _094, whatever yours says, from your desktop. Now you should have a folder named Farming Valley Server right here. Let's go ahead and open that up. Once we've opened that up, we'll see everything we need to know about for Farming Valley to get it up and running. So the first thing you want to do is double click on the eula.txt here. When you double click on that, it will open up this document in text edit, or sorry, notepad, and then you want to go to this link right here. As long as you agree that the Minecraft EULA isn't going to be broken on the server, you can change EULA equals false to EULA equals true, TRUE, exactly like that. Then go ahead and do file, save, and now we can close out of the EULA. Now all we want to do is come down here to this launch server.bat file. You see that? Double click on the launch server.bat file and it will go ahead and go through and get everything set up and get all of that rocking and rolling. At this point, we can come back over here to the Twitch launcher and we can see that Farming Valley is installed. You can go ahead and click the purple play button on Farming Valley and it will open on up the Minecraft launcher. Once you're in the Minecraft launcher here, you should have the little green arrow next to the play button. Click on that and click on Farming Valley. If Farming Valley doesn't exist, if it's not there, no worries. Close out of the Minecraft launcher and then open it back up via the Twitch app. Clicking play right here, and then it will be in here. Once you've got Farming Valley selected, go ahead and click play. Now, at this point, I'm going to minimize the Twitch launcher, and we just need to wait for this server to start up. It's going to take a while on the first startup for the server to get started. So yeah, we're just going to let it start up, and I will show you what you're looking for once it is finished. As you can see, Farming Valley is also opening up. This will take a very long time as well. I'm going to move this actually up to the top right corner because we don't really need it until we're ready to join into the server, which we need to wait for it to load up to do. So I'll go ahead, do a quick jump cut, and once the server's loaded, we'll continue with the tutorial. Alright, there we go. We do have Farming Valley up over here, but we also have the server started. Now, maybe like, how do you even know the server is started? Well, whenever you see world data loading there, it's the last thing it does. It loads the world data. Now, it says world data not found. It might not always say that, but right now, Immersive Engineering says world data loading, and it will always say that to like in the server startup. Now, it's taken a while to get this started up, and we're just going to go ahead and stop it immediately because at this point, your friends can't join it. All it's done is generate everything, generate the world, but it's, you know, your friends can't join it, nothing like that. So we want to go ahead and type stop over here on the console and hit enter, and then it's going to go ahead and stop the server and say press any key to continue. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, what we need to do to get Farming Valley allowed for your friends to join is do some port forwarding. Now, I know that sounds really scary, but overall, port forwarding is pretty easy. However, if you do have any issues port forwarding or anything like that, or you just don't want to do it, Apex Minecraft Hosting is the way to go. It is going to allow you to start your server with 0 port forwarding. All you'll need to do is get an IP, come over here into Farming Valley, click on multiplayer, direct connect to that IP, and you'll be good to go. Nevertheless, we now need to port forward if you're going to continue making the server yourself on your computer. So let's go ahead and do that. What you need to do first is come up to the little Windows icon. It's in the top left for me, but it's in the bottom left of your screen. That little Windows icon down there. Click on that and then type in CMD. You'll have this right here, command prompt. Click on that, and then in command prompt here, you want to type ipconfig. ipconfig, exactly like that. Then go ahead and hit enter. It will then give us all of this information, but what we're interested in here is our IPv4 address and our default gateway. Yours will probably be a lot different from mine, right? Your IPv4 address will be different from mine, and your default gateway will probably be different from mine, but it could be the exact same on both. It just depends. Whatever yours says there, enter them where I'm going to tell you. So first and foremost, we want to come over to our server files here, where we'll have a server.properties file. Go ahead and double click on that. And if it asks you where you want to open this, just select Notepad. Once you're in here, you want to find server-IP. You see that? Server-IP. Next to that, you want to type in your IPv4 address over here. In my case, that's going to be 192.168.1.184. That is, you know, your local IP address. That's what you're going to put there. Yours is probably different, but that's okay. Whatever it is over here in the command prompt, type it over here. Then go ahead and do file, save. And now we need to get our default gateway. Now I have 2 default gateways here. And which one do we use? Well, we use the one that is just numbers and not numbers and letters and very, very complicated and all of that stuff. We want to use the simpler one, which is 192.168.1.1. If you have this top one up here, that's an IPv6, and we don't want that. We want the one that's just numbers, the bottom one, 192.168.1.1. We're going to take that, come back over to our browser here, and then in this new tab right here, we're going to type our IP that we just got, which is the default gateway. So that was 192.168.1.1 and hit enter. You'll then be taken off a page that looks like this, but most likely looks completely different. And the only comparison of it will be that there'll be some sort of a login box. Now, you might be lucky, you have a Linksys router, and it'll be exactly like mine port forwarding is. But if it's not, that's okay, because I'm going to walk you through every single step. The first step is logging into your router, and we have an in-depth article in the description down below that shows you how to find your router's password. It goes through every single step of it, walking you through everything, all these different methods to get your router password. It has helped over 84,000 people, almost 85,000 people find their router password. So go through this, and then you can come back over here, enter your login information, and log in to your router. Now, once you're here, it's probably going to look completely different from how my interface looks, but that's perfectly fine because we have an in-depth video, as well as an article, but a video on port forwarding on the top routers that are out there today. It walks you through absolutely everything here, and all sorts of different routers are mentioned here. It's in the description, all of that stuff. So this right here is a great video, or complete guide to port forwarding on how to port forward any router. It walks you through it, and even if your router isn't in this video, it'll teach you the terms to look for in your router to be able to find it. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and port forward. What we want to do is come back to our router here, and now for me, it is in security. For you, it might be in advanced. It might be in advanced. It might be in port forwarding / port triggering. It might be in NAT gaming. It might be in NAT forwarding. It might be in NAT triggering. It might be port forwarding / port triggering. It might be in apps and gaming. There's all sorts of different stuff that it could be, but what we're looking for me, is security. Then from security, it is in apps and gaming. Said it could be in apps and gaming. Guess where it's going to be? In apps and gaming. Even though it is taking a second to load up, which occasionally my router will do for some reason. Just takes a second to load up. So we'll go ahead and wait a second, and then once this is loaded up, we'll continue with the tutorial. So here we are. It is then in apps and gaming. From apps and gaming, it's then in single port forwarding. See how kind of in-depth this can be? But if you watch those videos over on our website, you'll be good to go. Nevertheless, what we want to do is port forward port 25565. So starting off here, we have an ID or a name or whatever this is. This is just going to be so you can identify your port forward. I'm just going to put Minecraft in here. Then for our internal port, our external port, our port 1, whatever it says, anything to do with port, you're going to put in 25565. So in this case, 25565 for our internal port. For our external port, our outside port, our whatever, it says port, right? If it says port, you put 25565, that's what we're going to do here. Now for our protocol, we're going to do TCP/UDP or UDP/TCP or both. In my case, I have both, so we're going to be selecting both. For your IP address here, this is going to be your IPv4 address that we found earlier. So go ahead, enter your IPv4 address here, and then you'll be good to go. After that, you can go ahead and click apply, you can click save, whatever you need to do to apply the port forward on your router. And at this point, you're done. Unless you need an external IP, at which point you'll need your public IP address, which guess what? You're gonna need no matter what anyway. To get that, go over to this link in the description down below. This is whatsmyip.com. And here you'll see black boxes, basically, because this is information you don't want to get out. Like I said, this is only for you and your friends only. If you want a public server, go with Apex. If you want a free server for you and your friends, you can go with this, but you need to keep this information as private as possible. And that's because from your IP address, they can get all of this information over here on the side. It's blacked out for you, but it is all over here. City, zip, all of this stuff. If you go to this website in the description, it'll display your information, and that's why it's so important to keep this private unless it's your friends and family. For your IP address here, you can go ahead and copy it. Once you've got your IP address, if you need to, you can go back and enter that in your port forward. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and open up Farming Valley. Once we've got Farming Valley open here, we're going to connect to it like any other Minecraft server by clicking on multiplayer. Once you're in here, you can add the server if you want, but I'm just going to direct connect to it, and in here we're going to paste the IP. Now for you, this is blacked out. You can only see the last 3 letters of the IP address. And it's also important that you do copy the IPv4 address, which is just the numbers. Don't get the one with the numbers and the letters, just get the one with the numbers. Nevertheless, once you've copied that, you can then go ahead and click join server after you've pasted it into Minecraft. At this point, Minecraft will open up, and I guess not open up, because guess what? We didn't start our server back. So I need to go start the server real quick. I'm going to go ahead and minimize the browser here, get some organization going, and we can go ahead and double click on run server, at which point the server will start up and we'll be able to connect. So let's go ahead, launch server.bat. Every time you want to start your server, just double click on that launch server.bat and it will start on up. It is going to take time. Every time you start a modded server, it's going to take time. Modded servers just in general take time to run. So we'll go ahead, let that start up, and once it's done, we'll join on in game. There we go. As we can see, world data loading, and now it says world data retrieved because the server's been started. But nevertheless, Once we see that, we know the server's up, so we can go over to Direct Connect. Again, this is blacked out except for these last 3 digits. You can see 100, but you can't see anything else. And then go ahead and click Join Server. It will now log on in, and we'll see it pop up over here that I've joined in-game. Now, the thing is, it is going to be a little bit, like, time-consuming at first, and it might even not work. It might even crash your game. It might even crash your computer. If it crashes your computer, like, it shouldn't really crash your computer, but let's say, like, it times out and you can't join, that's just because you need more RAM. You need a better computer to be able to run it. But nevertheless, after a while, it will load on in. So, yeah, there we go. See, timed out, no further information. No problem. All we need to do is Direct Connect again. Blacked out, you can see the last 3 letters, and then click Join Server, and then it'll join right on in. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Alright, so it's joining on. There we go. Boom, it logged us on in, and whoa, all sorts of errors. But you can see, Nick's Games joined the game. We are now joining on in. So with that, it's joining us on in, and boom. I don't think there's any denying that this is a Farming Valley server. We can see up here it is spring. We can see all the information in chat. We've got all of this in our, in our inventory. We've got the how to harvest goods, all of this, or how to summon the harvest goddess, sorry, and even the custom texture pack installed. So at that point, you are good to go. Your friends can join off of that public IP address that we just joined off of. We've got the rainbow in the sky and everything. I love this. This is such a cool mod pack. I actually really do like this mod pack. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Enjoy Farming Valley. My name is Nick. This has been The Breakdown. And if you do have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you're looking for an incredible reef-protected Minecraft survival server, come play with us on play.breakdowncraft.com. We've got an incredible survival-based, player-based economy server over there. It is absolutely incredible. You will absolutely love it. So come play with us. Again, the IP is play.breakdowncraft.com. And yeah, can't wait to see you online. Anyway, my name is Nick. This has been The Breakdown. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm out. Peace.